What y'all know about it? But look, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Nah, nah, nah. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, yeah.
What's good, DEEZY squad? What's good, y'all? Hope y'all are doing good. Hope y'all are enjoying the videos. Y'all about to get hella back to back. Now this is gonna be the Hangout episode 6 with Daniel, Geffri, and Michael. So I just reacted to the Hangout episode 1 with just Daniel and Michael, and it was like a cool bro talk. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be interesting since Geffri and Michael date and dated in All American. Make sure you guys watch All American Homecoming. That is a great show. I really enjoyed it. I just feel like I'm down for another season of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people probably not gonna like it, but because it's like, I don't know, like to some people it might be boring, but I actually really enjoy it. I think it's very entertaining. Great storylines, you know, great acting. So yeah, I'ma like the video. Make sure you guys like this video for more. I think this is the last one that you guys wanted from the Hangout series. But if there's another one, then let me know down below. Make sure y'all like the video. Like I said, like it up for the next one if there is one. But if not, I will still be reacting to All American content. I got me a English muffin and like cream cheese, so I'm about to eat it while I watch this because it's 28 minutes long. So yeah, grab your snacks and let's get it.
Many times the night before or even that morning, and then you just get to play and bounce off the person.
Yeah.
I think for me, what I realized, you guys also never had all the stuff that happened before. It doesn't exist in the show.
You never see it.
So when we first meet, you're already in like a pretty bad place, and then it just goes up and down, up and down. So I feel like it would have been easier had we seen you guys come together, the initial thing, all that stuff. But
yeah,
we
to a
didn't see
degree,
any
I
of
think.
that. Right. So you guys have to. That just has to exist somewhere in your head.
This is my first time seeing an interview with Geffri. But just from like looking at her, I see her with no makeup on. Like, come on, beauty. Come on, natural beauty. Like that.
Just dive right in.
Yeah.
Just comedy.
I don't know, acting is so weird, man. I
It's
swear.
so much.
Like the things that we have to do to like you just said, create something in your head to like be like, oh, I did have relations with this girl like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Whatever.
and even the relations that we had, it could be so different than what I was thinking. So if you and I come in with like, well, this is my thought on how I met you,
And I'm like, this is my thought on how I met you.
then it clashes.
So you didn't do any of that.
We didn't do none of that.
Nah,
It
I
was,
mean, the first time we met, it was the night of the party, and I think I was a little bit more closed off because I didn't know how much we'd be seeing.
He was close. I'll never forget when I first met Michael. I was in the makeup trailer and everyone's like, oh my god, like, have you met Michael? And I was like, no, like, hey. He was like, oh, how you doing? And I was like, I said, oh, this is gonna be a rocky road. But then when we met at the party, it was just like, you weren't closed up in a way that was like, you know, we're never gonna, but it was very much so like, oh, hey, like, because we didn't know how long I was gonna be on. But then, like, once we, like, clicked, it was like, okay, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, it was just like, it just flowed, and it just made what leads up much more easier to kind of, like, gather and, like, work together on building it. Like, that was the most important thing.
I agree.
You know? Period.
Do you think chemistry is only something that it's either there or it isn't, or do you think it can be created? Chemistry between two actors? Like, can it be something that's worked on, or do you think it's you either have it or you don't?
Well, I think it can be worked on. Like, I think, for instance, you and I have good chemistry because
I disagree.
Only because we spend ample amounts of time together.
Yeah, I mean, our relationship is very similar to Spencer and Jordan's.
Yeah,
makes acting it very easy.
Very much so. And even with Jeff, like we don't spend a lot of time outside of work together, but we, you know, we've gone out a couple times and to get drinks. And yeah, I think it's helped. Not that our chemistry wasn't good before, but I think that if you hang out with the person, like if I only did scenes with you on Monday through Friday and I didn't see you ever again, except at work, I think it would make it harder to have that chemistry. Right. I don't know, maybe.
I mean, I feel like when I think of chemistry, first off, I know that as an actor, and I'm pretty sure you guys can attest to this, or even just as a person who watches movies, you can always tell when people are like, oh, they wasn't really, like, you could just see that they didn't have chemistry, whether it be they liked each other or, like, some people can really fake it, and then others you're kind of like, you are kind of like more brother and sister than boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, you know what I mean? At least I can speak for myself when I say that. I feel like depending on what the role requires, what the relationship requires, because you can't fake, well, I'm lying because it's acting, but
so fake.
It's all fake. What am I talking about? But like, I just feel like if you can fake chemistry, yes, you can.
You can.
But I'm just thinking as far as like, because you and I don't work a lot together. We barely work together.
Yeah.
We've never. No. Oh yes.
You've maybe seen her.
Yeah, we've
probably
never
been in the same scene, but never.
Yeah, but never directly. But I feel as though you and I mesh enough. I mean, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like we mesh enough to where it's like, this doesn't have to be faked. It's still good energy. But I feel like for something that like me and Mike have to do, I would want there to be good chemistry because not even just for the show, but for the experience. Like,
So what happens when there's not? Like, let's say you came into the makeup training and it was like, oh, have you met Mike? And he was like, hey, Mike, and he just ignored you. He just put his headphones on.
Oh, yeah, how hard? I think we've had this conversation.
We have.
How hard would it be for you if I was just totally closed off and didn't talk to you besides rehearsal and shooting?
Right. I mean, I think that has a lot to do with growth.
It would definitely be hard to try to, you know, like create a bond with someone for the characters if they're not bonding outside of just work. So I think if he was closed off, it would be a little bit harder. I mean, I just feel like it could probably be easier if they just did talk, you know, get to know each other a little bit, kind of build chemistry for the characters, then it would just be 10 times easier and just better when it comes to displaying. You know what I'm saying? They gotta kiss and, like, you know, be all cutesy and flirty and relationship-like. You know what I'm saying?
Immaturity as an artist. Because if this was me maybe 5-6 years ago, almost 10 years ago, with this same type of role, and you're counting to see how old I would be 10 years ago, that's fine. I'd still be young. But if this was me 10 years ago, and you were not nice to me, it probably would have affected my work.
Yes, you told me.
I would have. Oh yeah, I did tell you. It would have affected my work. But when you take the personal out of it and just sometimes it is just a job. Sometimes it is just a role and opportunity. Unfortunately, like I think you guys said in particular is a very special set because everyone is so positive and has good energy. But there are countless sets who are not like that. You know what I mean? So it's like it's very rewarding when you actually like the people that you're working with, even regularly.
Yeah, I think that is great when like casts are like close and friendly and you can just tell they always have a great time together on and off set. Like I feel like that just is just gonna be easy going for the actors and the directors and the producers. Like if everybody just get along and it's actually really nice and you build great casts like Stranger Things, like On My Block, you know, like people with these genuine like friendships and relationships. I feel like it just makes it more enjoyable. It makes the chemistry better too. Back to that chemistry thing for like friends, the friend groups and all that. It makes it bounce it off like really easier. You know what I'm saying? It look
like
better to us.
Like in your seat, like that's not a typical thing. So it's kind of like if it just doesn't work, you have to decide as an artist, like, am I going to allow my emotions to kind of get into it, or am I just going to do the work, serve the purpose of the role, and do my job? But it sucks if it has to be like that,
It
obviously.
wouldn't be very fun.
No.
Right.
I didn't have that much fun if I didn't like my castmates.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
I mean, you'd still have fun because you're working, but like, imagine every single time,
Like if we all did
every
get
single
on.
cut.
Like, imagine if none of you guys got along. Like, imagine if all of you guys were just like, I'm
Which
just
is,
I'm
I
just
mean,
a-
it's kind of lucky that because we're all very different. We all have very different personalities, but we
Y'all
all,
do.
but we all
Y'all do. But y'all mesh.
we all get on. But yeah, it'd be a really different set if we all like didn't like.
We all came back to our chairs and just didn't converse.
Like, that would be crazy.
And
Converse is not a word.
It's all down to, like,
Apparently.
I love.
Wait, what?
Like, that would be crazy.
And you're one of those people that thinks it's all down to like astrology.
Okay. So she said she is. I use astrology to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Not like crazy. So it doesn't depend on that. You know what I'm saying? When it gets down to it, it's not solely off of astrology, in my opinion. It's not what I go off of completely, but it is something that I do consider at times. I don't see what they're gonna say.
I love talking about stuff like that.
I'm a
It's
Pisces,
fun.
though.
It's like a conversation.
Do you believe? Okay, let me ask you this: do you believe it's genuine that because I'm a Pisces, I act a certain way?
Oh, he's a
because of the
Pisces,
star?
too.
Or do you think that they're
We're both Pisces. Pisces gang.
You look like, yeah, let me see this answer.
So the thing about Pisces, y'all, I'm gonna go back a little bit. The thing about Pisces, we are the emotional ones. We are the sensitive ones. And he seems like he could be a very sensitive guy, or like a guy that's in tune with his feelings, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So yeah, but that's like the big thing for Pisces. If you want like general words that I would describe a Pisces. So for sure. Yeah.
It's like a conversation.
We're
Do you believe-
adventurous.
Do you believe it's genuine that because I'm a Pisces, I act a certain way because of the star, or do you think that that's an excuse?
You look like, yeah, let me see this answer.
Talking about this.
I mean, look, if somebody is talking a little too crazy on the astrology, like, oh, well, I'm this because my rising is this and this is that and that. Like, if you're doing all that, then okay, you do it a little too much now. All right.
Pisces, you know that.
We are Pisces.
Yes, we are Pisces. What are you again?
You Pisces too?
He's Daniel.
And he's a Sagittarius, bro. My ex is a Sagittarius, and I'm a Pisces. Look, we got Pisces and Sagittarius. Bro, look. This is great. Okay, so Geffri's a Pisces too. That's great. We are Pisces, okay? Hey, question is, are they March or are they February? Let me see. We gonna look this up real fast, y'all, because I kind of want to know. ASAP Rocky, All-American cast. Okay, so Daniel, first of all, I mean, of course, he's December. Bro, he has the same birthday as my ex, bro. Daniel's birthday is on my ex's birthday, December 15th. He's 30? Now he's 30 playing a freaking 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 17, 18, whatever. But dang, he 30? Wow. Okay, so Michael, his birthday is, bro, this is just insane right now. Michael's birthday is on my birthday. So me and Michael share each other March 5th. And he's 26. Okay, he looks 26. That's a good number for him. But yeah. So me and Michael have the same birthday, March 5th. And not Spencer. Daniel and my ex have the same birthday. Ain't that crazy? All right, so now we got to go to Geffri. Where is Geffri? There she is. Her birthday is, why does it not say? Okay, let me see. Birthday. Geffri's birthday is February 25th. Okay, so she is a February Pisces. All right, so that's where we're different, okay? We are different still because she's a February, okay? See, look, that's how deep I go with it, okay? So February and March Pisces of the same sign or any sign, okay? They're not the same. That's that.
We are Pisces.
Yes, we are Pisces. What are you again? Capricorn?
Sagittarius. He's Daniel.
My mom's a Capricorn.
Yeah,
My brother's a Scorpio.
What does that mean?
I
She
mean,
said,
no, because my brother's Sagittarius, my grandpa's Sagittarius, one of my best friends from college.
Wow.
Sagittarius.
Wow.
I mean, first off, I think it's all layered. Obviously, everyone is nice to a degree. Everyone's mean to a degree. Like, you know what I mean? But there are just certain traits that certain Piscean people have that are very like, oh.
Did you say Piscean?
Yeah.
yeah, Mike.
She did say, wait, hold on.
People have that are very like, oh.
Did you say Piscean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Mike.
That's a word.
Piscean?
Go on, sorry.
That's a word.
I thought she was saying
That's
Piscean.
That's cool.
I know
Aquarian?
Piscean, maybe.
Like living in an aquarium?
Not Siri came on.
Oh, I just.
Never mind. What is she saying?
But no, I think it's all relevant. I think it's all relevant. I think the time that we were born has everything to like. I think everything. It just has everything to do with.
It makes
everything.
sense.
Okay, so to tell me what am I like, and I'll tell you from right. As a Sagittarius, what can you tell about me from being a Sagittarius?
Hardworking.
Okay.
Okay, hardworking. Okay, yeah, go getters. Sagittarius are okay. If I'm talking about my ex, go getters, hardworking. He seems like he's a go getter, hardworking. I'm not gonna go to negative traits. Well, women also. See, another thing is the men and the women of the signs are different. Woman, she's definitely has an aggressive side, or like, you know what I'm saying, aggressive side, dominant, a sense of dominance, independence. Yeah, they love being in bed and doing the stuff. You know what I'm saying? They got like a high S rate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying X not without the S. Anyway.
Well, okay, so my friend, who's not gonna say they're hardworking?
A lot of people.
No, but
a lot
of people aren't hardworking, but most people are gonna say they're hardworking, even if they're
That
not.
is not true.
I
know.
My issue with star signs is a lot of them they're usually positive, so people are more inclined to agree.
Not a lot of people. A lot of people. Some people admit they're lazy as hell.
You're amazing in bed.
Honest.
You're honest.
Actually, it's amazing in bed supposed to be Scorpio.
Obviously. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Sag. They're upfront and they're honest. But I think that's the same for like Scorpios and Aries and Leos. I think they're all signs that are not afraid to express and say what they're thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter if it's negative or it's gonna hurt the person's feelings, they're gonna say it. See, Pisces, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna keep some stuff in because we are like we're too nice. We are like, you know what I'm saying? Like pleasers, givers. So yeah, that's just.
Obviously.
Why do you know that off the top of your head?
I'm just saying.
Well, I'm
these
just
are
saying it's
things.
the way-
that
Wait, hold on. What happened?
Scorpio. not
Obviously.
Sagittarius.
Okay, look,
Obviously.
she into it for real.
I'm just saying.
But I'm
these
just
are
saying
things
it's the way
that have been
it's
said.
written. If you read that stuff in magazines, it's most of the time it's like, oh, you're hardworking. Maybe
You're saying it's generic stuff.
a little bit.
Well, that's the thing, but that's why I said it's also fun.
Like, tell me something really negative about Sagittarius. Go.
I don't have any that I've heard.
Yeah.
They're
That they're
not stubborn, but they could make. Nah. I'm gonna see what
that
they
I've
said first.
heard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what she said first.
That their mystery can sometimes be their downfall.
That's kind of positive.
Yeah, that
That's
makes
kind of
me
sexy
wanna
to me.
go.
That's
Nah, a downfall is not positive though.
know.
But see, my thing is, what if someone is so mysterious to the point where they don't let you in?
Yeah, okay, that
That's
makes
not
sense.
sexy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the way it's I'm just saying the way it's said, the way that's written,
No,
it's
I get
still
it.
sort of positive. So you can see some people say, "Oh yeah, I'm a little bit like that."
Right, it
Nah,
could
he
be
said that just because he heard
positive
mystery.
depending on who's receiving it.
Like if you say, "Oh, more Sagittariuses than anyone else are serial killers," then it might be like, "Oh."
Then
okay,
that's what. But
that's
my thing is,
different.
I think it just depends on like how it's affecting the other person.
Okay.
I'm like an open book, but so it's.
See, me too. So I think that's the thing about Pisces. I think a lot of us are open books. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can share a lot. Like, that's why I made a YouTube channel, because I don't really care what I say. Like, all of my business, I do not care. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you what it is, how it is, all that.
But Mike's not, and you're both Pisces.
Boom.
However.
Oh, but Mike's not?
Yes, and however.
However, I mean, I've also.
See, but look, that's where... okay, me and him, we have the same exact birthdays, but that's a difference right there. If he's not an open book, I'm an open book. See, there's still traits. That's why this astrology stuff, that's where it gets, you know what I'm saying, tricky and confusing. Because there's a lot of things
And
that
however.
we're not exactly.
However, I mean, I've also. You're just trying to prove me wrong.
I'm just, yeah.
I get what both of y'all are saying though. I just think it's so fun. Like,
Yeah,
It is fun.
That's
do
fine.
you have the pattern? Did I get you on the pattern?
What do you mean?
No, he's not on the
What's the
pattern.
pattern?
Pattern
Oh,
is
the
an
app
app.
thing.
The
I
pattern
just-
isn't. No, it's not acting.
It's an app, right?
App.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the pattern's an app,
I
and
don't
it's
have
like,
it anymore.
wow.
I didn't want to hear about my future
Oh, that's what it does. It tells you about your future.
Well,
because of your sign and the date.
it's like your birthday.
But-
it's weirdly accurate. No.
Go on.
Yeah,
What
it
you were
is.
saying.
It
Yes
is
or no?
usually
Is it
weirdly
accurate to the point where you deleted it because you were scared?
accurate.
No,
I say accurate.
I was scared.
Part of it was like, oh, I can see that happening. The other half, I was like, I don't want to think about that. So then,
So you deleted it.
Can you say something bad?
He was like, you're going to be experiencing whatever soon. And
No, I feel that, though.
But the thing about that is,
I wanted to go get a
that is-
tarot reading, but like I'm kind of
you say
scared
something, you're gonna
too.
subconsciously
I would
That is
film
true.
it
And
though.
then you're gonna be like,
It's really
oh well, I'm gonna push because this thing said that I was gonna have a bad week or whatever. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
a bad week, unless you trick yourself to not. But that's just what the subconscious does.
I feel that.
But please do continue on what you were saying about Pisces and the question Daniel asked you, because I'm curious.
What
We're
was the
different.
question?
I'm closed off. You're not.
Oh yeah. But I've told you that as I've gotten older, I have become more internal.
Yeah, see, maybe that's
So
just
I
like
don't
a.
think that
Let's think of it as in like the maturest, the most mature of the mind. Like as you get older, type shit. That's like what makes them the most accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's never mind. I don't know. Hopefully you
I don't think that
understand.
you would not have a moment where you would become more open, is what I'm saying. I think it's a cycle.
Mm.
And yes, all of us go through cycles, yes. But Pisces,
So he might become more open. In
I
time.
think so, yeah. I mean, because,
I'm monitor that.
no, please watch. Because I just don't, yeah. I think that everyone's cycle, like, because you live and you learn so much to the point where it does nothing but, like, force you to make certain shifts in your life, certain transitions in your life. So if you're always so closed off, and then one day you have this experience, I'm not even talking about you, but I'm just saying, like, if someone's super closed off and then one day they experience something because they were open and they had that door open.
Being open is a
to
good
this
thing.
new world, it's like, why wouldn't they want to keep doing that if they see the repercussions? Could be positive or negative, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like everyone,
I guess you are a handful of years older than me, so that makes sense.
wow.
A handful of years. Wait, how?
No,
Wait,
it's like
did I
closing
see her
Oh,
age?
you went
Yeah,
backwards.
I went backwards, yeah. Or not backwards, but the other direction. I've always been extremely like, oh my god, you're my friend. I used to throw that word out all the time. Friend. But interestingly enough, I don't throw out love. Well, no, I throw out love like that, but like I don't tell everyone.
Oh, she's
I
only
love them.
26.
You know
It's
what I mean?
self-preservation.
They're both the
And
same
trying to
age.
protect
Now it is, yeah. Now it is because I've had experiences with people, and again, not pointing any fingers, but just like just life lessons that I've experienced
yeah.
with people that have taught me just when to throw these words out, like friend and trust, and you know what I mean. Like we have to go through these things, and now I'm becoming more internal and more reflective on a lot, starting with myself.
So when would like, was that like when you was a teenager? Did that start happening once you hit like your 20s?
Yeah, I feel like that started happening like towards the end of high school and into college, because you know, the
I agree.
college years, that's like when you actually are in a place where you're like, okay, I can make my own decisions, period.
You have no bedtime.
Yeah, you have no bedtime, you have no one like kind of like my big thing was bedtime, when and how long I could use my phone, and not
Really?
yes, like no, I could use my phone, but my mom like had curfews on me, like take
Oh.
the phones off, and I was like, all right, and I never.
That was like when I was in like middle school, but like
I mean,
high school, senior year, I didn't have any.
Of course, but
curfew
like that was my
towards
big
the end.
thing. Like being in college allowed me to also not answer to anyone. Like I've always felt like I had to answer to someone. Like and even now I'm learning how to not be bothered when someone asks, well, why are you doing that? Because sometimes people really want to know. Like sometimes people are really curious.
As opposed to mom being like, well, why are you going out?
Yeah, or like who are you going with? Or not even mom, but just anyone. It could be anybody. Like, because most of the time, like, and what I had to learn and shift from is that sometimes when people are asking you why, it's because they're trying to alter your destination. But then you have some people that are asking why because they're very curious and it could help them and inspire them or direct them. So I'm trying to learn how to decipher when someone's really asking why I'm doing something.
Well, for safety reasons, precautions. That's why I would ask why.
And again, this is
Or
not
ask other questions.
not everyone has that intention. But
My biggest, I didn't go to college, I went to theatre school, but we were still leaving home. And then I moved to London and stuff. My biggest thing was just doing my own laundry. That was the trick.
You didn't do your own laundry?
I mean, I did, but like with my mother's supervision. But now I'm like, I'm doing it. And
now you're a pro.
Like, I got so sick.
No. Let me tell you something.
Separating darks from light.
Yo, I got so sick of shrinking my underwear. Like,
Let me tell you something.
Wearing a thong.
Not
and
shrinking
to
the
this day,
underwear.
sometimes I'll call my mom like, Mom, why are my clothes getting washed out? And she'll be like, walk me through what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, so I do this, and that. All right, so that part, don't do that.
I could picture
and it's
that.
just not this, yeah.
Probably about 3 months ago, he asked me what dryer sheets were.
That might be an American thing.
Really?
I don't know if you have dry. If my mom's watching this shit.
And I was like, here, just take mine. I have extra. And he was like, okay, cool. I was like, you just throw them in the dryer when you dry your clothes.
So wait, what did
Look,
you guys
they're
have
clean.
new trash?
That's all that's important.
That is important.
That's true.
It's clean.
I feel like maybe we have. Mom, I'm sorry, cause I'm embarrassing the hell out of you. But like, I don't know.
What did you guys use?
I feel like, I don't know. That dry sheets seem like this like fancy laundry to me.
Dryer sheets?
I
I mean,
don't really believe in static. It's like erases static, and I don't really know.
this is the thing.
exactly
You
what
don't,
to do.
right. Daniel's like, I don't need that. Like, you don't need a dryer sheet.
Yeah, you
As
don't
in, like,
have to have
static, as
it.
in, so I could get like shocked
That's
on my
a-
clothes. That's never happened.
So I mean, I've always used dryer sheets, but I only use dryer sheets because I saw it being used. That's
Right,
it.
yeah,
It's not
same,
like
same.
Honestly, I
I
didn't
never
know it
sat
was
down
for
and-
static until just now. Honestly, I thought
Right,
it was
me
for-
too.
We don't even know.
You learn new shit every day, bro.
It's just trying to get you to spend more money.
That is very fair.
Man.
Nonsense.
And we
Just
do.
put them in the washing machine.
And hang them on the
And
line.
hang them on the line. And that's it.
I would actually love to do that. I would do that. If I didn't have to worry about people stealing my clothes, I would do that. I would. With little.
Do you think you are naturally, this is a violent segue. Do you think
A violent?
violent segue?
We're going a different way.
Do you think you're naturally introverted or extroverted?
Ooh, that's a good ass question.
It is a great question. Since I like these conversations, okay? I like what we're doing here. We got some great conversations, y'all. Great topics. Man, I am definitely, I always tell people I'm in the middle, but to be honest, I'm probably more on the, okay, so basically, I have like hearing problems because of like, it's like hereditary. So like, I have like hearing loss. I don't usually wear my hearing aids that much. So like, I've learned over time that I just have started to kind of not like being around people, because then if I don't hear them, then it makes me feel worse. Just in a way, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal, but it happens. So I think if it weren't for my hearing problem, I would be definitely more on the extrovert side. But since that's an issue for me, and I don't usually like being around people because of it, it puts me closer to introvert side. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, y'all let me know down below what y'all think.
But,
Let's see what they say.
or extrovert.
Ooh, that's a good ass question.
That's a good question.
Was this a question for me or was it for?
I'm gonna send it to
I'm gonna be everybody.
after too.
She seems
I really
kind of
have
in
to
the
think
middle,
about
to
this.
be honest. She
Because
seems like
I
she
was
would
talking
go
to-
out.
My therapist told me how she defines introverts and extroverts.
Congrats for having a therapist. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
I want
And she
one.
said, I'm paraphrasing the hell out of this, but she said, introverts, everyone has like a battery.
Okay.
Battery. And
Battery.
and introverts, they every time they go out and like they're in like big crowds, say they go to like a sporting event or the mall or something, and they have like it depletes their battery a little bit. And when it hits zero, they have to go and be with themselves to recharge. Whereas
Okay,
extroverts-
yeah. See, no, that's not. That's not me. I'm a whole extrovert. I'm a whole extrovert. Okay, this is the definition. Okay, yeah. If we went off of this, I'm an extrovert all the way. I do not need no battery recharging after being out with around a hell of people for a while. You know what I'm saying? I could be at a concert for a long time, for hours. I could freaking go be at a mall for hours. I mean, not really, but I could if I had to. You know, I can be like in front of a lot of people, around a lot of people for a long time, and it doesn't bother me. So I'm an extrovert. Bruh. For sure.
they have to go and be with themselves to recharge. Whereas extroverts, being around in those big crowds, being around people, that's
Boost
what recharges
energy.
their battery. And
Yeah, it makes them feel alive type shit. It makes me feel alive. Feel like we're at a party or
And
something.
she said that's how she
Around a lot of people.
defines it. So, yeah, what would you say you are by that? We just had this conversation, that's why I'm just curious.
I mean, I would say that I'm like how I was born. I think I was born an extrovert. I really do, because even though I do value like being alone and like you know what I mean, being in my own space, more energy. Like I love being around people. I love meeting people. I love being around just energy.
Yeah,
And
me
do
too. I
If
agree.
we're talking about that battery,
Yeah.
battery. If we're talking about that battery, I feel the most like myself when I'm out.
Oh, really?
I really do. Although again, like I said, I value being alone, but I had to learn how to value that. Like even now, there are certain things that I'm like, I will not do by myself, but I want to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
So like going to the movies by myself was never a thing.
Yeah, it's
Like
fun.
I love going and doing things by myself. Like going to the movies is actually one of the things that I would do so many times. I love going to the movies, so I don't really care if I have somebody to go with or not. Like I'm gonna go. The movies is just a great environment to me. A restaurant, I will go by myself. Like me, I don't have to ask somebody to go eat. Like I'm gonna sit down and eat. I usually bring my laptop or something. I just kind of watch videos and just eat. Like it's not a problem to me. I don't get how it's a problem for some people to be like alone. Like you afraid people gonna see you be alone. Like what's wrong with them seeing you like chilling by yourself? If anything, it's a strength like that you can go out and eat or go to the movies by yourself. Like or go on a trip. I just went on my Miami trip for my birthday by myself. Like it was no problem, and it was still fun as hell. Like sometimes the best time is by yourself. No cap.
so fun. Not only is it fun that no
For
one's
some people going to the movies by themselves, or even
like
just
having to
dinner
go by
alone.
yourself.
Or just doing it. A lot of people just are like, no, like you can't go to the movies by
No,
yourself.
I used to never. And then how you said dinner, I would never go to dinner by myself.
Yeah,
But
see?
sometimes like if I'm hungry and it's like I ain't got nobody to go with, like I'm not about to sit and go through my phone, like you know what I mean. So
Right.
I mean I will go to lunch or something by myself. There's just certain things that I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
do that by myself. Like, I wouldn't want to.
I think it's a strength.
Right.
But, yeah, I didn't think
And
about
important.
the battery thing, but that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Because, if I spend too much time by myself,
Then you feel depleted.
I feel
Yeah.
I feel
Okay, yeah, that's definitely me.
Yeah,
I'm definitely an extrovert. Okay, I changed
That's like-
extrovert. Let me know what you are down below.
Well, as an introverted extrovert, excuse me, I don't necessarily recharge by going out, but if I have been in my apartment for 5 days straight and haven't left, fourth day, I'm still sitting pretty. Fifth day comes around, and I'm like, all right, I should probably get out and do something. Because you do feel that. But it's more so of a sense of stir crazy. You're like you've been nesting in a place for so long.
Yeah, you wanna go out and see something, see the light. Okay, not that light, but you know what I'm saying. See the world, nature.
But it's never like my idea to be like, hey, do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so he never really
We don't-
initiates
we don't
like
do
that.
anything. Because I'm usually at Mike's apartment on the weekends.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we don't do anything.
But see,
It's very bad. Like, we've been in LA for 2 years now, and we haven't really done. We've never been to Hollywood time
But
together.
see, that's the base
Wow.
of you guys' relationship,
Yeah.
though. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's yeah.
But what would you say
What
you
is
are?
it?
And then I have another question after that.
I think I'm an introvert.
I can see that.
He seems
have
like
no
he'd be an
extroversion at all.
introvert.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think if it is, it's a little bit. It's a small amount.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
1 out of 10.
Yeah. Like, I think I'm very naturally introverted. I think based on her definition, I think.
Yeah, it's a good definition. I feel
going
like
out,
anybody
big things,
could
big,
like, really
like,
answer.
When we do like events, or we do like publicity, or we do like, or, you know, I'm around a lot of people. Eventually, I do start to feel drained, and then going home or being by myself, or being like, so I've always got my headphones in, and just being in my own space does recharge me. So by that definition, I think I'm introverted.
So then, for you both to be introverted and you're an introverted extrovert, do you think
Okay, so he was
that
both.
your choice to be an actor, how do you guys handle
that's
knowing that once you sign up for this, and then once you even get to a certain point in your career, it's like, how much of it is I have to suck it up and deal with the life that I chose, and then how much of it is, no, I'm still going to be introverted but still do my job very well, and if people want to praise me, great, but that doesn't mean I have to be around it.
Well,
That's a
I
great
mean, for me,
question.
Because that all that stuff wasn't what I was thinking about when I went into acting. And when you go to theatre school, they deliberately don't even like that. You can't even get headshots until your third year. Like no one's even really allowed to see you perform outside of the people in your school until your third year, and you're performing for agents and stuff, because they want you to just be focused on
The
the
craft.
craft of it and stuff. So for me, like, my initial draw to acting was the story itself. It wasn't about having fans or being in the public eye.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know, you kind of knew that, like, that's a possibility. You know, you're not like unexposed to what happens, but that's not where your focus is. So that definitely wasn't where my focus was until it happened. So I think it helps. I think actors can be either, for sure. But like, I think for me, being so internal, being so comfortable with my and being able to enjoy my own space is good, because, you know, that's how you learn. That's how I learn my lines. So like, I'm comfortable by myself, and it definitely helps me. And also, I think introverted people tend to be very empathetic too. And I think that definitely helps in acting, being able to like feel.
That makes sense.
Be able to,
It does make sense, because then you have a lot of time. When you're alone, you have a lot more time to think. I feel like that makes sense for sure. So that's why I do say I'm in the middle, because I'm just a natural thinker though. So even if I'm out, I'm gonna be thinking a lot. That's just what it is.
way, which I think helps if you're an internal person. Definitely helps with acting, for sure. If
Yeah.
you're playing someone that's not you, and you have to feel, or at least make it look like you're feeling what they're feeling.
Right, yeah.
Mike?
That's why acting is not for everybody.
That was. And it makes sense.
No, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, didn't go into acting with the intention of being famous. I just kind of went into it because it was fun. And then, you know, it wasn't until I got the role, and then we actually went to Warner Brothers training when we got signed up, when we got picked up, excuse me. It wasn't until then I was like, didn't realize the possibility of how many eyes could be on us. Like whenever the girl from Riverdale came
All
in,
American was
she told us
big.
stories, like what she does, and it was it was a lot. I don't think it's.
Well, it still is
I
big.
think
It's
it's
still
actually
going
helpful
on.
for me because it keeps me out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of wanting to go out and, you know, if that was that pure extrovert, you know, go to the clubs and go out and just be out and about.
Yeah.
I think that would make it harder for me to focus on filming.
Mm.
Whereas now I don't really go out unless it's like a long weekend. I try to stay inside.
Right.
Just stay, hang out with Daniel,
Right.
play video games,
That's amazing though.
read the script.
I think it's interesting because I'm gonna touch points on both of y'all. I think it's incredible that you said like when you went to school, y'all didn't focus on that. And I feel like that's a huge difference between like there's always talk about the UK and the US, like what's the difference, you know what I mean? But I love that. I feel like in LA especially, everyone comes here to be a star and like, you know, they want to reap the benefits and this and that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They want to, oh yeah, like LA, and I can say that because I'm from here. But yeah, LA is such it's a town, man. Like it really is La La Land. Like it's a fantastic city, but you can get so lost in it if you're not grounded. Like, and I've seen it. I've had friends who have moved here and they start one way and end on a whole nother note. And it's crazy because when you don't have that grounding, especially coming to a city like this, to do what we do, it's a roller coaster. And if you're not like solid in who you are or like what you want, it can be tough. So I think it's great that you, coming from a whole other place, like we're able to train in a way that's like, if I get fame, great, but that's not why I'm doing it. And a lot of people come here, not everyone, but you know, a vast majority of people come to LA to be stars. Like I know me myself, I have always wanted to be, like to do this. I've always wanted to be this person, you know what I mean? Like I've always wanted to be, I wouldn't say famous because fame it's not real, you know what I mean? But I've always wanted to be known and respected for like my work and what it is that I do.
Same.
So I think it's interesting when I meet actors who are like, yeah, I never wanted this, because those are the ones who typically are like, they love what they do and they always focus on that. So I just think it's cool how, you know, that is
A
what
thing.
you guys are doing, but that's not necessarily, you're not trying to reap anything out of it except the love for the work.
Right.
You know, like it's just cool. I think, great.
Yeah, that is dope, man. This was a great episode of the Hangout, y'all. It's definitely one of my favorites. It's out of this one and the Love Triangle episode that I reacted to. So, yeah, those are my two favorites. This one and then that one. Yeah, y'all, this was great. Like, a lot of great topics. I hope you guys learned something about me in this video. I kind of aired out a lot of stuff, all right? And I had a great time reacting to this. So stay tuned for more videos, y'all. And if y'all have any other, you know, all-American video suggestions, put them down in the comment section. Or if the comments are off for some reason because of YouTube, not me, go to my DMs, you know, on my Instagram. Follow me, make sure you DM me and all that. Your request, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is make it easy. Or go to my backup channel and comment under something random. But anyway, if y'all do subscribe to this channel, if y'all do hit that bell, you'll see me in the next video. Stay lit, y'all. Yeah.